Yeah, I do.
You're welcome.
So, can I get a motion to approve the minutes for, you know what? We didn't do February minutes yet,
Okay.
because we weren't here in March. Does anyone have the February minutes? Have you reviewed that? Can we just, approve those?
Was trying to look for those, or did,
I can tell you when I sent it.
yeah, I can look it up. I found them.
Today,
Um, the email is dated April 16.
April 16. Okay. Okay, February minutes. Yeah, got it.
I remember these. Yeah,
So I think we did go over it,
I do
but
too.
we had so much to talk about, we just didn't get a
Yeah.
chance to approve it.
Yes. I
So
thought
this
we, let me
pretty much,
just see, did we? Oh, at my notes.
yeah. I know we made a motion to adjourn the meeting, but this is when you went to the Nutcracker. Yeah,
Yeah, but it seemed like just Jesse Owens.
talked about the chili contest.
Yep.
Yeah. So if we can approve the minutes for February and April, we can get a motion to do that.
I make a motion to approve the April minutes.
Okay, did you find the February minute yet? Okay, I'll send it to you.
I can second that for the April minutes.
Okay. I'm gonna forward this to you.
And we can do it separate, so we can approve the 8th and then approve the February minutes. Crystal, how's that?
I'm sorry, I was just trying to, what did you say?
So I'll make a motion to approve the April minutes first.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah,
So you can look at. the
I'm a
February.
yes and
Yeah,
Joanne's a
Mhm.
yes.
yeah, so you can look at the February.
Okay.
So. Change you said. Okay, so basically,
Yeah.
for April. We don't have much, as far as, to discuss, except for the whole meeting was about Jennifer. I mean, we can elaborate on that and, see how everybody has absorbed the information and what they think about it. And if you've come in contact with anyone who is neurodiverse, and if you were able to handle that situation in a different light, since you had so much information from Jennifer. But moving forward, we can definitely follow what I sent for the minutes and the agenda.
Okay.
And do that. Okay. So. I'm good, thank you. I just had to rush out. So I'm going to do the roll call. I want to thank Nick from Hadley Media for covering. He's the best. He does a very good job. And I think that he is wonderful, and his composure and his character is awesome. And so I want to thank you, Nick, for being here.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Okay. So now I'm going to do roll call. Crystal Jackson.
Pat Rispire.
Joanne Godding.
Megan Relin.
Okay, all here.
Mhm.
Um. Open reflections, what am I supposed to say at the all here? Just do,
No, I think we're
Yeah, okay, that's what I
We'll
thought.
just note it in the minutes, yeah.
For opening reflections, does anyone have anything for open reflections? I just want to state, Megan, I am so sorry you weren't here for Jennifer. I mean, it was such a good presentation, and I thank you for finding her and providing her information to Pat, because I mean, wow, I've never
Yeah.
I did not know there was that much information, number one. I did not know what the different look of autism or neurodiversity looks like.
Mhm.
Because when you hear that, you automatically think a disabled child that can't function on their own, they can't read, they can't, they just make this big box and they put them in there like as if they're just totally incapable of sustaining on their own. And I mean, the information that she shared, the video she showed, these children, you would not be able to tell that they had any type of autism or neurodiversity about them. It was just, wow, it blew my mind. And I had so many questions, so
Yeah.
many questions, because it was very interesting and I did not know. But, thank you for that. I appreciate that so much.
Absolutely. I'm so sorry I missed the meeting. I have so much going on with my family that, but I will go back and watch. I'll go back and watch the recording. It sounds like it was really worthwhile.
It was.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it was awesome.
I wanted to share about that presentation came at the perfect time because I was looking for some further guidance regarding family members, and I'm up here with them now, that are on that spectrum, as well as a staff member. And Jennifer was kind enough to set up a Zoom call so that I could chat and unpack some of what I was working on, and had some ideas of resources that I could look up. And I just felt glad that she's there.
Mm,
Yeah. So that it was just the timing was perfect for me. And
awesome.
I'm glad we did it. It was a great meeting.
Yes, it was. It was
It was.
empowering. Really was. It was empowering. Well,
That's my reflection.
okay. You have anything? Okay, okay. So we've already decided that we were going to approve April minutes. And once Pat reviews February minutes, then we can either make a motion to approve them today or the next meeting. So this way
I
he has
did
time.
review them.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
So you finished?
Yes,
So how do you feel?
I motion to approve the February minutes.
Okay,
I second that.
okay. April and February minutes.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. So I just want to go back to February since we have a little bit of time.
Mhm.
And it was Black History Month. And I want to say again, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you for doing what you did for Black History Month. I mean, you could have said no. You could have said, I'm not interested, or that's not what we're here for. But instead, you did the research and you discussed the importance of African Americans and what they've contributed to society besides bringing up slavery. And a lot of people always attribute slavery to African Americans when African Americans have contributed so much to society, to this world, to this country. And I just want to thank you guys again. It just melts my heart to know that you guys did the research and came up with something, and it was awesome. And again, thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Our pleasure. You're welcome.
So thank you. I would like to discuss the collaboration of the town with some type of entertainment. So I spoke with Patrick and I discussed with him possibly having movie night for the teenagers as well as movie night for the littles. And what I stated to him is we can find movies that are good to watch, can fit into their brain, but also reflect on diversity and inclusion and equity. This way, we're providing them with that information and an entertainment surrounding, and it provides enjoyment of watching it with also sending a message.
Mm.
So we can do that in the big room. As soon as you walk in the big room, we can show the movie there for the teenagers, and for the littles, we can probably do it in there, but I'm thinking possibly, if not a movie, something else. And I did tell, I forgot her name at the desk. What is her name? The one she handles the children's room and everything. And I did have a talk with her as well and explained to her she could have full reign over what it is she finds feasible for the children to do on their day. So one week it would be the teens, instead of just having them in the teen room and everybody on their phones. How about we have them in the movie room watching a movie, and definitely provide refreshments and snacks, something to keep them, occupied. And I came across an idea as well as to maybe get some sort of tally on what type of movies and genres that they like to watch. So what I can do is ask Patrick if I can set up a little box, and have the teens put in that box the genre and the type of movies, anime or rom-com, and such like that. And this way we can decide according to how many we get and so forth, what we'll show. Now, Patrick did mention it still be light outside, so it's going to be hard to see the movie. But I will definitely supply some blackened out curtains. So this way the room can be a little bit darker than, it is outside. So they'll be able to see the movie. And of course, adults will be present. They're not going to sit in the room by themselves. We will have adults present while the movie's going and everything. So this would be like, just something for the kids to do and be comfortable with their friends and off the streets or off the games and off the phones, just off the computers. I was even thinking of renting a popcorn, the popcorn machine on wheels. So this way they can have popcorn, something to make it like I felt when I used to go to the movies when I was a child. It was really fun. There's a lot that we can do, and I think we should do it. I've done things for the seniors, as you know, and now I'm going to focus on the teenagers and the littles. So that's something that I would like to come up with. The other thing, as you see, the Hadley Flag Day or Hadley, to me, it's just over because no one wants to participate.
You're talking about the event we were gonna do?
Yeah,
Like the World's Fair.
World's Fair, the Hadley's World's Fair. We were going to kind of do something like that, but we needed participation from other departments because, we can't do it on our own. It would be really big. We can't afford the food on our own. We can't afford the entertainment on our own, So we did need help, and it's already July. So, when I did reach out to one department, they said, they would talk about it, but then they did remind me I'm only one person. So I did not want to put that burden on that person. She has a lot to do in DPW as it is. So to have to worry about and stress over a party for children and making sure everyone's safe is just a lot. So maybe next year. But the idea for the teenagers and the littles is something that I would like to start, and I would like to at least begin in July, maybe late July. Start putting it in the newspaper for the library since they're out of school. I mean, if anyone has any suggestions, please let me know. Please, let's talk about it because this is something that I think we all should be a part of.
I would be happy to attend and have my kids attend. We are away in late July and early August, but we are around for most of the month of August.
Okay.
And I also, I mean, depending on how many movie nights there are, I kind of like the idea of some of the teens helping with the little kids for the whatever the little kid events are,
Well,
being role models. And I just did a quick, very quick search on movies for teens, but things like Hidden Figures. I've watched The Hate You Give with my kids. Bend It Like Beckham came up, which is a British South Asian girl pursuing soccer. So there's like a lot of things we could, Slumdog Millionaire. So looking at life in Mumbai, India. There's different things we could kind of look at and see what kind of movies teens might be interested in.
awesome, thank you. Definitely can storm on something like that. That would be great. Hopefully the box will help too. Putting the box there and having, the teens put in what they would like to see, and when they would like to see it. That's the other thing. That's why I said I want to start it late July. July will be the first one. And usually I would like it towards the end of July because I think parents and children go away from June to mid-July, then they come back. And then they go away again, probably July to mid-August, and then they come back. So I would like to have it started in July. So I really have to get on this and I wanted to talk to the committee about it before I told Patrick it would be a go. I did bring it to him and he said, sure. He said, I would love to collaborate with you guys and start this up again. It would be something that I would really like to be a part of. So I said, awesome. You know me, my brain started going like fireworks. I started thinking about so many things. So that would be something
I
that
think
like.
I certainly support the idea, and I like, Megan, what you said, about bringing your own kids and the older kids, maybe helping with the younger kids, and you even put out a time frame that you and your family are gonna be around. Did you say the
Late August.
mid-August?
Late August. She said they'll be
Oh, late
back. Yeah.
August.
They'll be back. So the movie would be late August. They'll be back late August.
Yeah,
Yeah, school in Hadley, school starts on, I can tell you, on Thursday, the 27th of August.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible. You have no time. Goodness gracious.
well, no, it also, we can start small,
Lord.
Crystal. We can start small with one movie.
Oh yeah, that's what we're going to do. But
Okay.
it's just the children. You have to go back to school in like 2 months, not even 2 months. God, I'm so sorry for them.
No, I feel happy for their parents who are gonna be ready for them to go back
Oh
to
yeah.
school then.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah.
That's a long time.
I know, I know. Trust me,
Unless,
I
of course, you
know.
have that painting job or that catering job and you're a teen and can do, otherwise, it feels like a long time, right?
Especially when they're little.
Yeah,
When they're young, it's like as soon as they wake up, as soon as the sun beams from through the window, it's daytime.
I know. So could we think of one movie for the kids, little kids, and one movie for the teens as a start this summer?
Well, that's the thing. I would like to see what the children prefer. I would like to see what they're watching these days. Because they're on the internet, they're on these social media apps. So you're not too sure what the children are interested in. You could have a group of children that love anime.
Right.
You can have a group of children that just, like I said, like rom-com. You can have a group of children that like horror. So I want to get that tally going. So this way I can see, okay, 10 kids like this, 5 kids like this, 4 kids like this. How about we meet in the middle and blend it together and find a movie that can work with them all? But the first thing to do would be to find out what genre, what type of movies they like, because coming up with a movie that we may like
Right.
may not be what they like. And I definitely do not want to set stuff up and have refreshments and no one come. The crickets in the room. And I'll sit there and watch the movie with Pat, eating all of the cookies. So today is Thursday. I will get on this Friday. Because they're open late tomorrow, and I will go speak to Patrick and try to see when, because as a director on the Friends, I can see when Amanda posted the newsletter. If she's posted it, no, she couldn't have posted it for July yet. And this way I can include that in the July newsletter. And also I'm trying to think of different ways that I can get the message out there since school is closed. You know, trying to get the message out there that, hey, we're going to have movie night. Why don't you come and give us some, information on the type of movies you like? Just stop by and put it in the Dropbox. There's a way I have to figure out to get to the children, since school is closed. I have to figure it out. I mean, they go to the library, yes, but they go straight to that room. They don't stop anywhere else. They make a beeline to the teens room. So maybe I can put something in the teens room, attach it to the wall. So they don't destroy the box, thinking, oh, this is corny. So yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll put it in the teens room with a nice letter. You never know what we may get. It's a trial run. And if it works, and this is something that we can do daily, we can do it every month and just keep going, because I believe that the teenagers and the children should have something to do on their own so that they can feel valued and independent instead of always the same routine. This way they can tell their friends, hey, it's movie night, you're going. And they say, yeah, okay, let's wear this. I'm gonna wear this and you wear that. Okay, let's do, it can become something. And I don't think the town of Hadley has done that. So that is what I'm thinking. Those are my thoughts for the movie. Okay. So we didn't get a chance to talk about the movie 6888 from February. Joanne, you said you went to go see it, correct?
I did. I can give a
How-
little report. Yeah. There were 6 people attending, and that didn't, Violet got it going, and then she left. And that
Mhm.
includes me. And it was an excellent film. I mean, I think we choose great films. And I learned a lot of things I didn't know. And I particularly I took a few notes, but there's one point where the key actor in the film said about their assignment to sort out the
Mhm.
mail. She said, "We have been ordered to provide hope."
Mhm.
And it, the story is just so beautiful about how it all came about. And it was not beautiful to see how the servicemen, the white servicemen, didn't even consider that they might actually be able to pull it off. But it was great. I'm glad that I made time to go.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah, lots of it. Did you see the movie, Megan? At any time? Not yet? It's a
I
great
haven't,
movie.
but I just looked it up and I actually might watch it with my kids because it's PG-13.
Yes.
It sounds like
Oh,
really interesting. It's not
yeah,
ours. Yeah.
it's wonderful. Yeah, I liked it because, you know, their job before this was kind of menial. Right. They didn't really have, and they weren't looked at as important. Their job wasn't looked at as something a military person per se would do. And then when they receive this job, now that we have this job, we have to show out and show in. They had to make sure. So um, before, if anyone's watching, the people in this service, the men, were not able to have their letters sent home to loved ones. And the loved ones, the mothers of these sons, the wives, the sisters, and so forth, were so worried because they haven't heard from them for months. And this one mother stood outside the gates of Eisenhower, right? In the rain, 4 days until his wife, I forgot her name, Roosevelt.
Eleanor Roosevelt. Yeah.
Eleanor.
Yeah.
Until Eleanor came outside in the rain and said, "Why are you standing here?" And then she started to talk, and then Eleanor brought her in the house, and they had a talk, and she was just brokenhearted to know that this woman is dying on the inside from no contact of her only son. And she made it her business to get this movement started so that these letters can reach home, and to choose this squad to do it, thinking that they were going to fail, whereas they did not. I think they sent out over 1,000 letters or so a month, or even more, maybe 15,000.
I jotted down that they 17 million pieces of mail and did it in 90 days.
90 days, there you go. So just imagine that these families that are receiving this information from the service members, the sons, the grandsons, the brothers, the husbands. I mean, it was amazing. It was amazing. It was an awesome movie. And the woman who was the star of the show, she's real, there's a real person. So this is a true story. And that's why I suggested it, because it shows more than just what Black women did. It shows as an overall what it did for humanity. And that's the important thing, that everyone can work together for the better good. Put everything aside, work together, and let's see what we can accomplish.
It was really beautiful to see the section of the film where the pressure is on, and they're trying to just figure out how to work together to get this done, and then the creativity comes in. Oh, this, oh, that, and they figured out. I guess one of the challenges in getting the mail from their loved ones was that they keep changing where they were stationed. And they figured out how to know by a code where they were. Yeah, it was very moving film, Crystal. It was a very good choice.
Thank you. It was, I watched it more than once, because when you watch it again, you see things you missed. And you say to yourself, wow, I didn't see that the first time. It was a really good movie. I liked it, and 6888 is going down as one of the greatest movies in my book. It's a really good movie. Okay. So I know, Pat, you said you had something you wanted to say.
I wanted to talk about movies
Okay.
with our continued partnership with the Senior Center, because they do their calendar far in advance.
Okay.
And I asked Violet if she was interested. I told her I was going to bring it up. Was she interested in that partnership? She said yes.
Okay.
I looked at the calendar that you sent us with the awareness months. Crystal had distributed this calendar with the theme awareness months, and I noticed that one of them that we have not recognized what is Latinx Hispanic Heritage Month, and that is a September-October period of time. And I thought we could recognize that month.
So do we start in September, or the first movie's in October?
Well, I asked Violet what her availability was. I think we would start in September, late in September. I had suggested the last Friday in September, but she said that's a birthday party day, so we couldn't have that we couldn't have the 25th. I picked that because Labor Day is the 7th, so the 4th I don't think would be good. That Friday wouldn't be good. Rosh Hashanah is the 11th, so I wouldn't pick that. The 18th is a possibility, but that Monday, the 20th, is Yom Kippur, that Monday, which is why I picked the 25th first, but she said the 25th isn't open. So I don't know what people think about Friday, the 18th, September 18th, as a possible movie.
I think I think that that would be good. I mean, I would like to have the movie shown starting in
In September,
Yeah,
okay, and it's nice to just kick off the school year, I think,
Exactly.
with the movie.
yeah.
If people think that's all right, you know, Yom Kippur starts on Sunday, not Monday, Sunday
Mhm.
at sunset, and this is Friday at noon.
Exactly.
So if that isn't a conflict, then we can go with the 18th, and what I would do next would be to search online for some movies, watch a few, and then propose one or two.
Now, you said it's Latinx. Is that the Filipino as well?
No,
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 which
that's
one
a
is the
different month.
Filipino month?
I feel
October,
like that's
okay.
October.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
this would be September, and we can't have every month.
No, I know.
We can have probably 3 months.
Yeah, yeah.
So we probably have to pick another month, or two. But
Right.
anyway, we haven't
Right.
done this, and I looked up a few films, so.
That's awesome.
And it looks like
there.
there are actually some good kids' films too. I was just
Mhm.
looking quickly today, so that's another possibility
So
too.
maybe.
Yes,
Oh, look at you.
a twofer, you know?
Yes, see, that's why she's here. Oh.
You know, like to share, you know,
So we can do a teen drum.
we could do a lot. I'll look
You
for
will?
some movies, keeping in mind what
Yes.
you'd like to do,
Okie
okay?
dokie then.
All right, so and
Woo-hoo.
I'll move forward with this.
Yes.
And then I think at our next meeting, maybe we should talk about the other months we want to recognize
Yeah.
and come up with dates.
Yeah,
Get on,
so that we
the
can start
calendar.
earlier. Yeah,
okay?
all right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pat.
A pleasure.
Appreciate it. All right, so again, I'm trying to find members. It's hard to find members because not too many people come out. And the only way that, you can find members is when people come out. And since we do not have a meeting place or a time or day where people can just come and enjoy themselves, it's hard to find members. I mean, I know Megan has found a good member, but that didn't work out. She had to work a different job. I have a prospect in mind, but I have to get to know them first. But I think they would be a good person to join the committee. It's not an older woman. She's probably younger than me, maybe in her 40s. But I think she would be a nice addition. I just have to speak with her and, try to make my move in there to start a conversation. I would like to have a few men on the committee, because it's always good to have a men's view of things than just all women. I would like to have someone young on the committee so that we can have a younger perspective to see what the young one, teenagers, young adults, to see how they feel and what they feel towards the things that are happening in the world, via
Yeah.
DEI, you know. The one person who I did think of, she was just doing a lot of stuff. She's on the cultural council, but she has a lot going on. So that's why she never participated in becoming a member. But it would be nice to have more members. I did tell Jennifer I'm looking for at least 4 new members. This way, in case someone can't be here or, they're away, we still have a quorum. And that's what we have to keep in mind, that we always need the quorum. And another thing I wanted to propose to the committee, how does everyone think and feel about every other month for a meeting? I mean, it's just something to throw out there. It's not in stone. Just wondering, like we'll have our meeting this month, and then the next month we can skip July and then have another meeting in August. So this way we can do whatever it is we need to do for this summer, for July, and be able to handle whatever we need to handle without feeling like I have to do this meeting. Sometimes it may seem like it's a small meeting, but there's a lot that we sit down and talk about in time. But it's up to you guys. It's just something I thought about. If we wanted to start doing it every other month, at least till we get more members. It's up to you. You know, we can
I
have a
would be
vote.
more in favor of shorter meetings.
Mhm.
Shorter meetings, but not skipping months, because something like choosing a date for a movie,
Mhm.
if you don't meet for a couple months, it's just too, you don't get your business taken care of in time.
Right,
So number one, but number two, I like the idea, and we've done this in the past, that we don't meet every month.
right.
So maybe we don't meet one month in the summer and we don't meet another
Yeah.
month.
Holidays or
Uh-huh.
something.
Right,
You
right.
know, like I don't think we have to
So
meet 12
sporadically.
times, not 12 times, but 6 times seems too few to me.
Yeah, so basically what you're saying is, like, holiday months, we may skip a month.
Right.
Because we have a lot to do.
Yes,
And maybe skip a month in the summer, but not this summer, because we still have to come up with August. No, I think we can skip July, you think? Because we're not going to meet till August to have that information for September's movie, right?
But
no,
she might
see, it
need
has
to.
to get on the calendar, see, that's the
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
it has to get.
Oh, okay.
So we
Exactly.
could, July and not in August.
Oh, okay, that, whatever you choose, I mean, whatever we agree on, I just looking at it as a way to kind of, you know, take a little bit of the burden off of us, knowing that summer's here, and like Joanne, she has a lot to do, you know, she's helping in Vermont and everything, and, you know, Joanne is always there, but I know she's doing a lot. And sometimes, you know, you may just want to
Well, I
break.
do
And
like these meetings, so here I am.
Megan, she, you know, she has her children to deal with, and I think that giving her a break as well, one of these months, so she could just relax. You know, she has a lot on her plate as well, so we can, if we want to decide now on, should we take August off? Or no? And just take off, and then we can decide to take off a meeting during the holidays.
Yeah,
So take off August.
take off August and December.
Yeah, if we were to take off August and then a holiday month, I think it gives us time to have everything set up, such as the movie dates and what we'll show. But if we do need to meet in August, I think that we can have a quick meeting. Not, no, just to discuss that one thing, not a whole meeting. We would just put it on. Well, we can't put it on for Zoom because it's not going to be that long, but we can figure out how we can do it without violating the meeting law.
Well, if we had a hefty agenda in August, right, we could think about all the things that we have to talk about and just make sure we get on the July agenda, I meant.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, just have everything, just make sure our agenda has everything we need
And we
between
don't,
now and September.
and yeah, and we don't have to meet it.
And then we don't have to meet in August.
Yeah,
I think.
But I think we'd know then at that July meeting whether we needed to or not.
Okay,
Exactly.
that's sure. That's a
Yeah.
great way to look at it, Joanne, sure.
Yes, exactly.
I really like these meetings, so I'm, you know, if we need to meet, I like to do what I can to be here.
I understand. I appreciate that. Thank you,
Yeah,
Joanne.
I do. Like, this
Thank you.
isn't hard for me to do it up here. It's like, oh, just bring my laptop and family is over there and having a good time. Yeah.
Also, did everyone provide Jennifer with their renewal paperwork? I can't hear you. You're muted. You're muted.
Haven't
All right.
done that.
Yeah, I'm trying to, there's a lot of noise. I need to
ahead.
fill out the form, but there's a sheet I think we're all supposed to sign.
No, I didn't
I
receive
mean,
that.
the
Whatever.
two, what I got emailed is one that I have to fill out, and then the other lists each committee member. And so each of us fills that out too. Is that right? Or am I wrong? I don't have it with me.
I received two papers. The first one
let me
was your
see.
name. The first one was your name and
Oh,
your
here it is.
position.
Yep, I found it.
Okay,
So I have the one that says application for appointment, reappointment to boards and committees, where I need to
Right.
fill out my name, address, phone, and all that stuff. Then the other is town boards and committees membership update form. That looks like maybe, maybe that's something
One for someone new.
for,
Is that the one for someone new?
it's the one that looks like this.
Oh, that one is to put your name, your position, and the term that you're going for.
I didn't know this committee has terms. Oh, I guess it's just year to year, I guess.
Well, every 2 years, right? You have to fill it
Jennifer
out
told me it's every year.
every
I
year.
asked her.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, great. Good to know. Okay, then
So-
I'll just fill both of these out and bring them over to her.
Oh, okay, okay.
And
Because the other
you'll
one
put
is,
all of our names.
the other
go in
one's this
and
one. What's that?
Yeah, we'll all fill out these individually, the
Right.
application, and give them to Jennifer, and then you'll fill out the form with all of our names, not that one,
Oh, this one. Oh, I could do that.
Yeah.
Appoints committees.
yeah, so then Joanne can fill out the one for the whole committee
Yeah,
and yeah, that would be great,
I
Joanne.
could do that. So where it says, please select the communication method that you prefer for all correspondence from the town for your board or committee. I don't know the email or phone number to put down here, and I assume I would put Crystal's name.
so what I put down, because I had sent Jennifer this already, I put down my email.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, I
if you
put-
filled this out already, then I don't need to? Did you put all our names in here?
Just get into, no, because I thought you had to do it individually. So I didn't put all of our names. So if you want, like Joe,
Oh.
saying, if you wanted to put all of our names there and send it all on one, then that would be awesome. And just put down my email address,
And my email
yes,
address.
as the contact.
Do we put a phone number here?
I don't want a phone number there. I
Okay,
just want,
got
Is
it.
that good?
That sounds good. I can just take these over, and if I have any other questions, I'll ask her. I get back on Friday evening, so Monday or Tuesday I can get over there. I think that's the deadline, 30th. Be
okay,
glad to do that.
thank you, I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Sure enough.
See, look,
Yeah,
I already did mine, but okay, so when you go to the bottom, and you put
Mhm.
my name and then you put my email, and
Okay,
it's, are you seeking new members? You can check off yes,
for sure.
and then put down 4,
Okay, got it.
put down 4.
I'll do it right
Um,
now.
Thank you, and it's, you have my email, you don't have to say it out loud, but you have it, right?
Yep, I do. Mhm.
Yeah, you do.
What do I, Crystal, where it says contact info for public release?
Put my email.
Put you, okay, your email. Okay,
Same where it says email under my name and phone, contact for public release, you put the same email.
excellent.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And then the application, fill this out. And send that in. And you said you'll just bring that over. And Megan, are you, did you want her to add your name to it as well?
Sure, yes, please, thank you.
Okay,
Okay, and I
So-
sent you the application. I sent this to you, right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, okay,
Just-
good. Okay,
and
sure I
so
did.
under all 4 of us, I'm putting position, same positions?
Well, the positions we
Chair.
hold.
Okay,
Chair,
and then just put one year under the term. Okay,
right.
great. Okay,
All
I can
right.
do that.
And-
I
and we
will do
have
that.
Yes, and then we can all bring over our own application for the appointments and reappointment.
okay.
And I appreciate you guys sticking with me. I really do. I mean, I'm trying my best to try to find people and things of meaning, but it's so hard in a town where, you know, it's hard.
Yeah. Megan,
Yeah.
how did you hear about the committee? How did you find us?
I don't know. I
You don't
actually don't,
remember?
but I remember that someone mentioned Pat and that I could talk with Pat and we had coffee. And so I don't actually know. Maybe I might even have looked it up on the town website when I moved here.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was
Mhm.
mouth or what.
Mark, did you know Mark Dunn?
No, I didn't know Mark before getting on the committee.
Well, I found out about it at a town meeting. So at a town meeting, they had paperwork to inform people. And I
Mhm.
thought, cool, that's what I want to do.
That's
So
good.
if we were to have some kind of flyer to have that people can pick up there, granted, the next town meeting is, I don't know when, May, probably. But that's how I heard about it.
Well,
But
I'd love
again, Pat and I
Oh.
both joined, we were founding members, so they were trying to create, so it makes sense that they would say at town meeting, we're trying to create a committee, and is anyone interested?
Yeah.
Christian Stanley stood
Yeah.
up at the outdoor town meeting, right? It was
Yeah.
outside. Yeah, and then he was calling for members.
Mm.
Yeah, but
I mean, I think there are places where we could look for people, like the schools, the police department. I did look on other websites of CDI committees, and sometimes they're populated by people who work in those departments.
Mm.
It's not just residents.
Mhm.
I mean, here, I know we have to be, every member has to be a resident.
Right, right.
But instead of looking for individuals, we could talk to leaders in different organizations in Hadley and ask them for a recommendation.
Yeah, like I can speak to Mike and see if,
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
put something
Point.
up.
Very good
Sure.
point. Spread the word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Network.
Look around and see, put something up. I can ask the girl in the post office. She knows me if I can just put a
Sure.
flyer up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Mhm.
can create that
Annie
tomorrow.
McKenzie,
Yeah,
why not?
right.
Patrick,
Okay.
the library.
yeah.
Yeah,
I can create a flyer tomorrow and just start passing, asking if I can
Yeah.
just post it.
and that's a way that we can partner with organizations to have things happen too.
Connections.
It's not just a person, not that we're all great as people, but just they represent.
Yeah.
So maybe we want to try that. Think about the different departments in town.
And different people.
That's right.
Different
Yeah.
people all together.
Yes.
Like the other side of the spectrum, like we're residents, but then we could have a police officer.
Yeah, I don't
You
know if
know?
we can though. I don't
But
know
I'm
if-
just saying,
Yeah,
as someone at the opposite,
right. I
we
agree
can
with
have
that though. I
someone
think
like-
that'd be
that's
great.
not
Yeah.
just us, but
Right.
someone that sees other things.
Right.
That it may even have more of a perspective on the DEI and what happens
Right.
elsewhere,
Right.
you never know. But yeah, that'll be good. I can create some flyers tomorrow and I can reach out and see where I can start posting them. And I can also ask Amanda if, when she does create the newspaper for the library, if she can include that as well.
Sure.
Looking for
Why
DEI
not?
men.
Mhm.
And the newsletter for the senior center. I'll ask.
Oh,
Violet to put it-
yeah. Why
Senior
not?
center.
We get some, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Create flyers.
I have had a very busy day and I need to go make myself dinner at
Okay.
some point and
Yes.
so do
Are we almost?
need to hang
Yeah.
out for a few more minutes, but or I
We're
can
basically
log off.
done. We're,
I think
we're
we're
just,
almost there. Are we?
yeah, the agenda, it's up to anyone if they have anything to say.
I
Well,
just want to.
Item
ahead,
number
Jen.
6A was, there's a Hadley resident, that topic that wants to, our committee to co-sponsor an event. That's the only other thing on the agenda that we haven't
Discuss that.
touched on.
Co-sponsoring. Well, that right there is the fact that I spoke with him and I read the information and we spoke about it and he was going to tweak it a little bit to include diversity, equity, and inclusion and race. And then he sent me something else that diverted from that original document. And to me, it was more of a financial aspect of what's happening and millions of dollars not being had. It was just, to me, it didn't incorporate diversity, race, the inclusion part is the financial part, but for us to be a part of something and to have our name, the DEI on it, I think it has to include more of a diverse environment with different cultures, different races. The first draft that he sent, it kind of hinted on that. And as I told Pat, I would send her what he sent me. And I can also send it to you, Joanne, and you, Megan, if you'd like to read it and see the difference, the
Mhm.
difference of the first one to the second one.
Well,
Unless
he's
you're-
a friend of mine and I have 4 versions. So I've known basically he wants to give a talk called Cultivating Community in the 21st Century, Resilience, Purpose, and Unity, with the idea of some different themes about why there's stressors and anxiety and challenges, and then wrapping it up with let's come together with our different viewpoints and meet up regularly and try to build community. And my understanding is that he first went to Patrick to co-sponsor, and Patrick said, I think it would be great if you asked the DEI committee to co-sponsor. So apparently Patrick thought that that was right in our wheelhouse. I am totally for sponsoring this, but I have to admit that he's a friend of mine and we've been talking about it since winter. So,
Yeah.
And I've seen many versions, but they all have that theme of how can we come together when all these stressors, the administration, the economics, the climate, all these stressors, how can we come together and support each other? And that's what I get that his talk is about.
Would it be too late if you sent it to us and we looked at it and then had on the agenda for July? Is that too late?
To speak about it, and
Yeah, we would, because we have to decide, I think, as a group. But I haven't seen
well,
it.
that's why I said I would send it to you. Well,
Yeah.
she already saw it, so I would send it to
The
you.
rest of us, and then we can
You-
read it and then.
Yeah,
And then
you could-
also I did a little bit race to include culture, to
Right,
include
yeah, I hear you.
togetherness
Yeah.
and so
Mhm.
forth, so that it's more of, okay, we can come together under this canopy. We can, be resilient to this and that. But the initial one he sent did not include a race. It did not include culture, and it did not include equity. It did not include that. I can send it to you. And then when I spoke about it, he sent me one. And when I asked him about it, he said, well, he would speak on the second one and then speak on the first one. Whereas the first one to me is the one that can be worked on to include the DEI's factors. But the second one, I was trying to find it now, but I know Megan has to go. So I
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
hold.
So
know.
I think I think that your idea, Crystal, is a good one to send all 4 of us what you got most recently, because it may be a different version than what I have. And then we could take a look at it and then touch base in July. I know he's just waiting for our sponsorship, if that's going to happen, before he schedule it. So he's just waiting for us.
And also, I did want to sit down in person and meet him and speak with him in person instead of doing everything via email. I'm more of a person that sits down, talks to you, gets to know you, see where your head is at, and not
Sure.
just what's on paper. So I still have to do that. I just have to find the
Okay.
time to do it. You get 2 days out of the week to do stuff, so everything is,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
We get it. Yeah.
So I still want to do
Yeah.
that. And when I did speak to Patrick, he said it all depends on what we say, and then we can set the date.
Right. Sometime in the fall, it sounds like.
It would have to definitely.
Well, I feel like starting something like that in the summer when people are traveling and vacation is not the time to do it.
It won't be that soon.
No.
No, it will not be that soon.
So-
I stated, I still have to sit down and talk with them.
You're
This
right.
is you might as well say, I
Mhm.
was just trying to find what he said. All right, so can we call this meeting to an end? Megan, does anyone have?
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Okay, I'll second that. I haven't had dinner yet either, Megan. I had late lunch.
Dinner, Joanne.
All those in favor? Joanne?
Aye.